Hey everyone, finished watching the next VR Troopers episode, the Millennium Sabre. General Ivar and some monsters ransack a museum searching for a sword. The troopers, meanwhile, are at a flea market. Caitlin bought a fireman's coat and Ryan is showing off his impressive piano skills. JB finds an old sword coated in rust. It turns out to be the sword Grimlord wants. The man selling the sword tells the troopers that it has a strange symbol on it that couldn't be deciphered, and was thus considered worthless. The troopers give the sword to Tao. He appears to recognize the symbol. Two men come in. They claim to be from the museum. Caitlin tricks them into revealing themselves as Skugs. In an ensuing fight, they get away with the sword. Tao explains what he knows about the sword. He looks it up in one of his books. Inside is the symbol on the sword. It's the Millennium Sabre. Once every 1,000 years, it gains great powers. The troopers split up to see what they can find out about the sword. Caitlin finds out through research what the source of power is for the sword. She tries to tell the others, but gets attacked by Air Striker. Ryan goes to help Caitlin, while JB takes on General Ivar and his new monster, Lizardbot. Caitlin tells Ryan that the source of the sword's power is lightning, and there's an electrical storm at that moment. Hart theorizes that striking the sword with lightning of reversed polarity will nullify it. Ryan flies through, collecting electrical energy to use against the sword. Caitlin joins JB against Lizardbot. Ryan shoots lightning at the sword, and it works. The sword disintegrates, and Ivar retreats. This is a fun episode. Nothing groundbreaking, but still good. This episode was written by Judd Lin, aka Chip Lin. He was one of the most prolific writers on Power Rangers. He wrote, produced, and occasionally directed from Turbo through Time Force, RPM, and Dino Charge through Beast Morphers. He had a talent for being able to work in the Sentai footage and elements available in cleverly unique ways for Power Rangers. His experience on Power Rangers may have been why stock footage from Zyuranger is used in a flashback here. It's similar to how the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers episode, Happy Birthday Zack, utilized footage of an unmorphed ranger fighting a monster. Here it's two non-ranger humans in a sword fight. In the Skug fight at the dojo, Tao gets to join in. That's rare. Usually he's pretty separate from the action. Air Striker is back again, and they make sure to make it clear he's not dead. Ryan blows him up in a fiery explosion, but then we see him spinning away, dizzy and out of commission, but still alive. The main monster of the day is Lizardbot, probably one of the oddest names for any monster in either VR Troopers or any Saban show. There's nothing lizard-like about him aside from being green. He's a big samurai with an angry face. I have no idea how in the world they got Lizardbot from that. JB calls him Iguana once. They were looking at the flag on his back and mistook it for an iguana neck frill or something. Anyway, doing some research on this, I found out that the flag on Samurai Armor's back is called a Sashimono. Huh, cool. Learned something new today. Even the Metal Heroes wiki, for some reason, in the Japanese version of this guy, his entry, it still says Dragon Lizard themed. Like, I haven't seen the Spielbahn episode he came from, so somebody out there who's seen it, can you confirm that he was Dragon Lizard themed? He looks just samurai themed. His green angry face I figured was a reference to Daimajin or like some statue with a similar face. The Metal Heroes wiki also for some reason includes trivia notes for this episode saying that Aaron Pruner returns as Percy this season. Thanks? Maybe this was the first episode after a hiatus, and that's what they mean when referring to this mid-season episode as a new season, because back then, like, the break between seasons, usually they would call the next half a season. Or maybe this was the first episode in air date order or some other production order, but nonetheless, it's a bizarre thing to bring up because Percy's not even in this episode. This was a strong episode, and I had fun looking into it. Not a whole lot else to say about it, though, so that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.
On the next Saban's VR Troopers, we open a magical box that starts a lot of trouble.
My undercover identity in reality is in danger of being discovered. We'll protect your secret, Your Highness.
And Grimlord is serious.
Nebraska.
As JB and Caitlin find out. No! There's no time to waste on Saban's VR Troopers.
Today at 5, 4 Central on Fox.